Hey guys, it's Johnny with RV SWAT, and welcome to another episode of the RV Kitchen. Alright, today we're going to use our new favorite gadget in the kitchen. We've introduced this in the last video, and like I said in the last video, we're going to cook right out of the Ninja cookbook that comes with the Ninja Foodi. And the one we're going to do today is the herb roasted chicken. So as you can see, we're going to follow right along with the recipe straight from Ninja, because I do want to show you, when you buy the Foodi, you can start out with the recipes right in the book. They all look good. We're going to go through this whole book and start cooking all of them and see. So for today, you're going to need a 4.5 to 5 pound chicken. You're going to need the juice of 2 lemons, or a 1/4 cup of juice. You're going to need a 1/4 cup of hot water, which I don't have up here yet. 1/4 cup of honey, 2 tablespoons plus 2 teaspoons of kosher salt, which I have to get out of the pantry, 1 tablespoon of whole black peppercorns. Now unfortunately I can't take the whole black peppercorns out of here because all I have is the grinder, so I'm gonna have to crack it into the cooking broth. But if you have whole black peppercorns, recipe calls for whole black peppercorns. It also calls for 5 sprigs of fresh thyme. I'm going to use dry thyme because that's what I have on hand. Also calls for 5 cloves of garlic, peeled and smashed. We're going to use the minced garlic that we always use. And 1 tablespoon of canola oil, which we have in our spray bottle. And then 2 teaspoons of ground black pepper. Alright, so if you take a look here in the pot, what we've got so far is we have the lemon juice, the hot water, the honey, the salt, peppercorns, and thyme, and garlic, all mixed into the pot. And this is the broth that we're going to use to pressure cook the chicken. Now the chicken we have was, I think, 4.65 pounds to be exact, and you can see it fits nicely in the air crisp basket. So I can see where you could go up to, you know, a 5 pound chicken, but I wouldn't go much higher than 5 pounds because it fits pretty good in there. Alright, so according to the book, once you get all the broth and all the seasoning mixed into the pot, we drop the chicken in, pressure cook high for 22 minutes. So let's go ahead and drop this in there. Grab your pressure cooker lid. And remember, on the Foodi, there's an arrow here and an arrow here. So you just line those 2 arrows up and lock. Make sure you're on seal. And we're going to fire it up. Plug it in, turn on the power. We're going to hit pressure. It's on high pressure, and it said 22 minutes. 22 minutes, hit start, and it'll start building pressure. So we'll come back whenever the timer goes off. We'll take a look at it and we'll show you what the next step is. Alright, so it cooked under pressure for 22 minutes. Whenever that was done, we let it naturally release. You can see it's been naturally releasing for 5 minutes and 37 seconds. So the book says let it naturally release for 5 minutes and then finish with a quick release. So we'll go ahead and let that vent out and finish releasing. There we go. Okay, the pin is dropped. So now we're going to turn the lid, open it away from us. And then we'll set the pressure lid aside. And the next step, it says to brush the chicken with oil and then season it with salt and pepper. And you'll see it also says in the book to tie the legs together with twine, and this is the reason why, because the legs are separated, so it's wanting to split, so it's going to be hard to get out of here when it's finished cooking. But normally you would tie the legs together at the ankles with baker's twine, but I didn't have any. So I'm going to pump up my oil sprayer. I'll spray some olive oil And then I'm gonna grab my brush and I'm gonna brush it, and that's gonna help it brown. There you go. I'm just gonna easily do it so you don't tear the skin, because after it's pressure cooked, this chicken is gonna be tender. I'm just gonna spread the oil. There we go. I'm gonna hit it with some salt and pepper. After we get the salt and pepper, I'm going to lower the air crisp lid. And the book calls for 400 degrees on air crisp. 400 degrees. And it says start with 8 minutes, and then we'll check it. And then you can add additional minutes. It depends on how crispy you want your chicken. So we're going to try 8 minutes and hit start. And then, knowing us, we like our chicken kind of crispy. So we'll probably add more time to this, but we'll come back when it's done, and if I add it more time, I'll let you know how long I crisp it up for. All right, so we actually done it for the 8 minutes, or 8 original minutes that it called for, and we ended up going an additional 10 minutes. So air crisp for 18 minutes. Let's see what she looks like. Oh yeah. So we'll get it out the pot, get it on the table, show you what we're having for sides. Alright guys, we got the chicken, mashed potatoes, and green beans. Let's see what it tastes like. I will tell you one thing.
Green beans are good.
It's very, I can tell just by the way the meat's pulling off the bone, so that 20 minutes of pressure cooking really tenderizes the chicken. I mean, look, it's just pull the bone right out of the wing.
No, the skin on the leg and thigh isn't very crisp. How's yours?
Pretty crispy on the breast. I would think you would have to either flip the chicken over to crisp up the backside of it,
Or remove the liquid.
Remove the liquid. You know, once the pressure cooking is done, take the pot out with the chicken, dump the outside pot, all the liquid that you use to pressure cook, dump all that out, and then maybe put it on roast or bake or something maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have to play around with it to see if we can get it crispy all the way around.
Yeah,
but
it's definitely crispier there than it is here.
But
it's hot.
Juicy.
Mm-hmm.
Good flavor.
Very hot. Very tender.
It sure beats just a straight up pressure cooked chicken,
Mm-hmm.
in my opinion. Definitely like the functions of the Foodi. Alright guys, if you liked the video, give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Click the bell if you want notifications. And we'll see you in the next video. Bye.